in the woods getting after it, and I want to talk to you about one of my subscribers here, and it's the Ghillie dude. And as you can imagine, he makes something that's Ghillie related. This is a hood that you can find over on his website, the Ghillie dude. I'll leave a link down in the description below. But this thing is actually a really good option if you want to incorporate a little bit more fieldcraft in your snooping and pooping, right? We're gonna use it and use this thing as is, as in I'm not gonna add any local foliage or vegetation, so that you can just see its own effectiveness as it looks. So it looks pretty quality made. And I like that there are so many attachment points on here to do just that, to attach some local foliage. Of course, when you do that, you want to make sure that you're not pulling from a single individual tree, and you don't want to look like a walking bush either, so don't cover yourself up. But with this, you can really break up that silhouette between head and shoulders as you're patrolling through a wooded or urban, not urban environment. You're probably going to stand out like a sore thumb, but it would be cool if you did. And if you do patrol in an urban environment with this on, leave a link down in the description. I'll go check it out and support you. But the Ghillie dude is a young man. He's out there trying to make a go at it, making these things, and I just want to give him a shout out because this is pretty awesome. Let's look at this a little bit more closely as we look at how it's actually constructed. You have your basic cotton breathable structure to it, and then he has some mesh, and then he has some paracord, and then he has some material that's been tied in as well that's going to kind of give the overall shape and structure. What I really like about this particular suit is that you're not going to get too hot if you're using it on the move, right? If you get a full body head and toe Ghillie suit, that is not made for movement, and I've opted in the past of just making a jacket or a coat that I could use when patrolling. But this is actually a step above that, because your core body temperature is never going to elevate too high, because all you're doing is you're just covering this area. So the mass majority, learn how to talk, brother, can still release heat, right? Dogs are out here getting after it too. So what I'm really looking forward to hearing from you down in the comments below is not just what you think about this. I think it'll cost $100. Like it's really good investment if you're gonna add it into. I know a lot of dudes out there are probably gonna like be all airsofty. Oh, that's gonna be awesome for airsoft, and maybe it is. And maybe some of you dudes are like, oh, you SHTF wet dreams. Oh, you SHTF wet dreams. Yes, you can hear that buckle. That's an attachment point. That's how it comes, so that you can attach it to a pack, right? Keep it from flip-flapping around. There's nothing worse than when your Ghillie is just flip-flapping all about, you know what I'm saying? Dogs do. But is something like this a value-added piece of kit? I would say yes. You know, you can take, and it can become super compact. When you roll it up, it can go right underneath an ass pack. It can go right underneath or on top of a pack, so that quickly you can break it out and deploy and continue to move and have a little bit better ability to camouflage yourself in your natural environment, right? Does that make sense? And it doesn't take up much space. It doesn't take up hardly any weight. As you can imagine, this little burrito thing here is super lightweight. And then you can get it affixed and all dazzled up with brush and some shrub and some leaves and some sticks and some whatnot, so you can blend even more so. But honestly, you don't have to do that. All you're really trying to do is break up that head and shoulder silhouette as you're moving. If you want to get into a static position, this would be effective depending on who is observing you or who could be observing you. But most likely, if you have good fieldcraft, even something like this is going to be way more than sufficient for 90% of the scenarios. And if you're just a a dude who's concerned about 1% of a scenario that is extremely unlikely to happen, you're probably barking up the wrong tree. So team, let me know what you think down in the comments below about dudes like the Ghillie dude who's out there trying to bust his ass and make some stuff and get it out there to the market that is value added to him, so he thinks it is to other folks like me and maybe you. Let me know what you think about the hood itself. Make sure that you go check him out. Make sure you check out and leave him some feedback and let him know he's a good dude out there who's trying to get after it. And we'll keep this conversation rolling. I appreciate you guys, team. Until then, you stay out there, you keep grinding, and you stay stoked. Team, if you want to master your craft and develop your tactical virtue, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with future content. Consider becoming a channel member. It's going to give you exclusive access to content not available to anybody else. I appreciate you guys. Until then, you stay out there, you keep grinding, and you stay stoked.
We know you're out there! Come to my voice!